There is no one who does not have difficulties and problems. We are all familiar with worry. More often than not, we worry and thus feel miserable. Worries and miseries are twin evils that go hand in hand. They coexist in this world. If you feel worried, you are miserable. And if you are miserable, you are worried. Although we cannot run away from facts, we must not let these twin evils of worry and misery overcome us. We must overcome them. We can do so by our own human efforts, correctly directed with determination and patience. With proper understanding and careful application of our intelligence, we should be able to subdue our emotional feelings and do away with worries and miseries. Please know that our worries are of our own making. We create them in our own minds through our inability or failure to understand things in a right manner. Always bear in mind that nothing is permanent in this world and that our own egoistic self is running riot in our own untrained minds. We must cultivate our minds and hearts to forget about self and to be of service and use to humanity. There is one of the ways whereby we can find real peace and happiness, and that is that we must put ourselves in service of others. Many people have longings and hankering, fear and anxiety, which they have not learned to sublimate and are ashamed to admit them even to themselves. All of these shortcomings can be repelled by correct methods of meditation. At times, we feel miserable because some sort of separation has occurred in our life. We know that somehow or other, separation is unavoidable in life. This happens at one time or another in everyone's life. When such things happen, one must try to find out where the cause lies. If the separation is beyond control, such as in death, one must have the courage to bear it by realizing the nature of life. Sometimes we experience some kind of fear which upsets us. We should not live with the fear of any kind. Buddha said, "Wheresoever fear arises, it arises in the fool, not in the wise man." Fears are nothing more than states of mind. These states of mind are subject to control and direction. The negative use of thoughts produces fears. The positive use realizes our hopes and ideals. We should, therefore, train our mind to have positive thoughts only. Every human being has the ability to completely control his own mind. Everything which man creates begins in the form of a thought. This can lead one very near to the principle by which fear may be mastered. A noted British anatomist was once asked by a student what was the best cure for fear. And he answered, try doing something for someone. The student was considerably astonished by the reply and requested further enlightenment. Whereupon his instructor said, you can't have two opposing sets of thoughts in your mind at one and same time. One set of thoughts will always drive the other out. If, for instance, your mind is completely occupied with an unselfish desire to help someone else, you can't be harboring fear at the same time. One should avoid worrying unnecessarily also. Worry dries up the blood sooner than the age. Fears, worries, and anxieties, in moderation, are natural instincts of self-preservation. But by constant fear and prolonged worry, they are unfailing enemies to human organism. They derange the normal bodily functions. We must do a few things in our life, therefore, to make it free from many difficulties that we experience from time to time.